All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League on Channel 1. We're here for a NA match. That's right. Late at night. Not so much for me, but maybe for everyone else in the US and, well, around the world. Thank you for joining us here today. So I'm Palidore, being joined on the co-cast by SputnikKobra as well. But as with Focus on the sidelines for his first VRML 1 cast here on the sidelines. And we got a bunch of baby ducks. We've got Boho bros and... How's it going, Sputnik? You're my bro.
And you're my brother back, and I feel like that goes without saying. And yeah, I was thinking this was OCE, like an earlier OCE game, but no, this is a late NA game. So excited to see how Baby Ducks, a bunch of Baby Ducks, does against Boho brothers.
And that notification that you might have heard on stream was not a Discord one this time, but a Windows one. New PC problems, or is it? That said. Yeah, these teams, hopefully they'll get their 5th drop tier, and we'll start it off rather soon. But, you know, these teams coming in the gold division here in VR Master League as we wind down the last couple weeks of the regular season. You can see on Bunch of Baby Ducks, captained by H2O, and on Boho, it's Big Greek. For both these teams, you know, coming in with some, you know, a full season worth of games. Flatliners, for Boho Bros, they just won against the Flatliners just this last week. And a bunch of Baby Ducks trying to break a little bit of a skid. Had a couple games won in a row just a couple weeks ago. And then not quite as lucky on the matches this week against the Luna and Salamander Army. But they're looking to come back and have some success here to close out the evening. And I'm looking forward to it. We just casted this team as they come on the streams here and say hello. Just casted them like a week ago. So, you know, for that alone, a little bit of bias will go towards them. Just kidding. Round one about to start here.
And let's see if that bias rings true. But with that said, it will be the start of this neutral joust. This is Baby Ducks, bunch of Baby Ducks versus Boho Brothers. And with that neutral joust underway, it will be won by Baby Ducks. It will be bouncing out of the bubble of Boho Brothers and now into the hands of Tyrant.
And Tyrant's on the ceiling here, just eyeing down the defense and just as well as the offense, playing very slowly to start. Sometimes you see those blazingly quick starts to these matches where it's just 0 to 100 in about a second flat. But right now, some patient work up the floor and a shot, though, maybe a little bit rushed right into Smith with a save.
So we'll be picked up by a bunch of Baby Ducks. Now this defense is out of position. That pass along the floor will come through, and looking for another pass will be Baby Ducks. They'll send that back to Tyrant. Tyrant looking to make this drive in the duck, and he's going to take that one in. Almost a dunk. He's going to take that shot at a meter.
You're correct. It was indeed a duck. Or dunk. Either way, though. Baby Ducks get there first to start this one off. And what's up to the Twitch chat in there? Hypothetical, as well as Kid Catastrophe, Bale Yeet, Sniper Panda, OGX Kid, focus on this as the launch gets out. Boho gets it to Smuggle. And I like that name. Over to Metro now. Some crosses, right? Zipper lining up and down the floor, but actually a turnover to H2O.
So H2O will find that clear through the tubes, and this stack trying to come through mid. They will find it, but this back stack coming through on defense. Defense looking to pursue it. A stun out will come through. And now at the wall is Jade Michael. Jade Michael sending that one for the interception. That clear isn't good, so we'll now bounce down to the floor and be pursued by both teams.
Yeah, Shredder there getting into the tunnel, actually getting it through there. Now they're trying to link up for their chains. May just get there first. Let's see, it's a tight race. Shredder with more stuns yet again. And Smuggle, the recovery. They have the defenders coming in. Nice breaks, ankle breaks. And in fact, as a stun, however, will break up the momentum into the bubble. H2O, another turnover forced and clearing it to mid.
So Palidore, we may be on the wrong scene right now.
Are we? What has happened here?
I've made that mistake the other day with Strabitsky, and I haven't made those mistakes in months.
I feel all kinds of bad.
You know what? Don't feel so, because I commiserate with you. It happens to all of us, and I believe now we're on the right scene.
Yeah.
So thank you, audience, for letting us know. It's late at night, and we're grateful for that.
I know. I need to drink some of Sputnik's coffee, except it went down the drain. Whoopsie. That said, though, Tyrant here, left side and left lane into the bubble, taken by Tyrant. A lot of time to work with. Only 3 minutes off the clock, and as I was mentioning, kind of low scoring and the slower pace I'm liking here. In a sense, I mean, the fast and frantic is fun, but at the same time, there's something to be said about these chess matches where they really take their time to work it up.
I personally prefer the slower methodical play. I miss that from the Loveridge Kangarillas. Loveridge now retiring this season, but that was a mainstay. Yeah, it definitely bummed me out. We miss Loveridge. If he's not watching this, but if he is ever does watch this, we miss you.
You know what? One time back in like preseason or season 1, Loveridge had put in a random GG in the chat. It made my year, I gotta say, just seeing Loveridge commenting. That said, yeah, here it goes again. I mean, some more slow and graceful work up the floor for these very graceful ducks, just playing a little duck goose on these teams. Look at the dive out from Metro on the side. Yeah, again, I mean, patiently played. I like the spacing, love it, in fact. And you know what? Likewise for Boho, they're playing the defense very patiently. They're not too worried despite being down a couple goals.
So now with possession will be the Crystal Sun, and they're really working this up. They have this pass off the ceiling to Jade Michael. Jade Michael trying to find that angle, sending it out to the post, and that's going to ding. So a missed opportunity. They still have 4 points in the lead, so they're going to play this possession game.
Yeah, and now, again, with just a walk up the floor. There's a pass, 1 cross, but 2 not a success. The rebound, though, perfect for Jay. The extra pass and the finish. H2O gets the goal. I love that. Again, the coordinated cut is what enabled them to get a rebound and goal. That was nice.
And they have all the right plays. They're trying to make the cuts. Just not able to find the passes, but the right type of teamwork. And they're able to find that pass along the back of the goal. So with it now, and that quick stack coming through, Tyrant will be stunned out. That baby duck stack will be broken up. And now with this drive towards the bubble and the shot, that one's going to be a little too high. And looking for it is this defense.
And about the halfway point of this match, this first round of this match, linking up are both these teams down the floor. It's once again a tight race. So despite being down by now 8 points, H2O converting. I mean, Boho Bros, it's almost misleading, Sputnik. I feel like they're just a couple small things away from this being practically a tied game almost. I mean, they've had their opportunities, they've had good defense, but Baby Ducks just edging out a little bit better on some of these plays.
It seems that Baby Duck's transitional play is just a little bit better than Boho Brothers, so that stack's going to come through. Not able to find the stun in time, so Boho Bros will get that through, but it's going to be off the backboard, dinging, so that was a close one. Now picked up by Shredder. Shredder's going to lose it, and his defense will send that for the clear.
And see, that's what I mean. Another one of those plays. It was so close to being a breakaway on that joust, just deep bounce, and that could have been great for them to bring them within 5.
Absolutely, and that interception will come through for this defense. Jade Michael sending that through mid. It's almost going to be through, bouncing off that edge and now back towards their bubble. So you can see these stacks. Well, they were trying to come through, and now they'll just be sailing towards the wall. Jade Michael now sending that back for a reset. And that forward pass going to be in the hands of Tyrant. So they'll be able to stop the offense of Boho Bros. You can see their stack come through, looking for it off the wall, and that stun will come through from this defense.
Well, you see, Jade Michael, once again, he would have been there for the rebounded shot once more. So it's like that. I was talking about the positioning, where it's even when it doesn't pay off like that, you can still see how it's getting them these extra opportunities on offense as they will get it back here and have another shot. Look at that, corner to corner. Rising and now finding the bottoms. Bottoms up, maybe no. Will be Smith diving out and a great clear here.
So as we approach 3 minutes on the clock, that stack will come through for Boho Brothers. They have this chance. They have 3 players ahead. They need to get that possession. Shredder's not going to be able to get it. Smoggle's going to get it. Now with this drive towards the goal and a nice stop from this defense. Crystal Sun getting it out. Forward pass. And another opportunity denied for Boho Brothers.
Man, oh man, it's just a play away every single time. Now Tyrant trying to put it maybe on layaway. It's a 3-point hit, bouncing it off the back.
So now an 11-point lead. And we consistently talked about these close opportunities for Boho Bros. But so close, but you know, what is that that's saying that closeness only matters in horseshoes and hand grenades? So for the second round, Boho Bros, you haven't heard that one. That's I know I butchered it. Definitely didn't get it right, but Another missed opportunity in the bubble. Looking for it will be that player for Boho Bros, but not able to get the stun in time on that goalie.
Thought you were going to say so close and no guitar. That's the one. Yeah, but Smoggle with the recovery. They have maybe one cut up the top, but no, just a dive out stun and another clear going into the midfield where now definitely in a dangerous territory for that continuation of this snowball effect, but a good catch from Smoggle. Midfield looking for a little bit of something to take into next round.
So Smoggle feeding that up to Metro. Metro trying to find that pass along the wall, looking to get the bounce, and getting it will be Smith. Smith now with the shot, but the stop by Crystal Sun in the goal.
Hey, we've seen it from, a variety of their players. Smith has had a couple good dives and a save earlier on. Now getting in on the fun here on the side of Baby Ducks as well. Jade Michael and now Tyrant with the disc. Continuing that stalwart defense, trying to dance and instead being dived, but missing the shot here off the backboard.
So Boho Bros still having a lot of difficulty in the bubble. That clear's not going to go through. This is a good chance for them, but nice recovery from H2O and that stack from Baby Ducks. So Baby Ducks looking for some type of clear. That one's going to ding. That one's going to be off the shield, almost into the goal. So Smith,
what?
That's another save coming through.
Oh, man.
And Shredder's able to get the stun and the snap. Looks like that stun goalie would get a head on it. Maybe. Deny that opportunity, but Shredder's going to pull that one right into the goal.
First of all, I mean, hey, good use of the mind in more ways than one to head that one out. But I was gasping because I was thinking, even in my own head, they've been constantly just a play away from finally scoring. They've been so close, and then an unlikely denial like that just kind of sums up the whole, package of this first 10 minutes of this match. But they did eventually score, so that is great news for them. With 30 seconds left, they at least broke that ice, and that's going to be just as important as anything continuing the rest of this match.
And another stop in the bubble, and another shot from H2O with the assist by Tyrant. So they'll maintain this 11-point lead. More than likely, this will be the final score for the first round, that is 13-2. 4 seconds on the clock. I think that Baby Ducks might send a fast stack, try and put more points on the board. Actually, they'll opt to sit back at mid. That will be 13-2 in this first round in favor of a bunch of Baby Ducks.
All right, and with that, let's send it over to the sidelines and check in with Focus. What you got?
Yeah, great match played overall for a bunch of Baby Ducks, coming out with those 3 losses, like that 3-loss streak. They're just trying to break it, and they're doing a really good job so far. What I noticed during the match is they're doing a really good job of playing it patiently, and they have good clearing boosts. But a couple of times, them playing it patiently has worked against them and allowed Boho Bros to get a good defense in the bubble and to allow them to stop them in their scoring drives. I also noticed that Baby Ducks had a lot of really, really good resets and a lot of good stacks to get the points on the board. And Boho Bros, I think they should probably try to improve in this second round and getting those stacks back to goal and back on defense. And I think they should try to improve those stacks just in general, because honestly, there's not a whole lot of stacks coming out from them, and it's kind of messing with them and allowing Baby Ducks to get a lot of points on the board. So, if they improve the stacks, they improve the more passing, I think it could totally go to a third round and eventually become a reverse sweep.
Oh yeah, we've seen some good ones certainly tonight. I mean, we talk about the match from about an hour ago or so, as well, between Technique and Kraken there, and it was being casted here on Channel 1 by Kit Catastrophe and JG and Luke, and that match was something special that had an overtime there in round 2, and near one of the probably most insane comebacks that I've seen, nearly seen. It didn't quite complete, but towards the end for Kraken, but was Technique to close that one out. I mean, these kind of matches here at the tail end of the season, or the duck tail end of the season even, for Baby Ducks, this is going to be good for them to continue getting that experience. And if nothing else, they have a chance to, like you said, break the streak, get a win on the board here, and, finish out potentially the season even or with that positive win ratio. Boho Bros, I mean, you can see right there, they have that with a 15 and 2, but certainly have their hands full at the moment. But yeah, we do have a timeout here, so, Sputnik, any extra thoughts on your end?
Well, Focus is getting a lot of love in chat. Just want to say that. Focus, you got a lot of admirers. So, rake in all that love. Thank you for showing love. I know Focus appreciates it.
How much love or lack of love was I getting earlier on? I dare not scroll up to look at when I missed the first 2 minutes. Forgive me, folks. It's been like a week.
That was the most understanding I've seen out of anyone. I know that when I screwed up with Strambitsky during like the second round of that match, Andy W said like nice cameras. So I thought he was being sincere. Like Andy's like nice cams. So like I'm like, oh, I'm doing a good job. Like that must have looked good. And then people were like wrong scene.
Oops. Okay, and to be fair, I was tuned in for that stream as well. You and Strem were killing that cast. That was a fun watch. Despite any minor hitches here and there. I mean, I really love what I've been hearing from so many of these casting duos, and the Strem-Sputnik duo, a little bit of a rare one to find here in VRML, but it was a pleasant one to listen to, I will note.
We had a lot of fun. Strem and me had a lot of fun. That was a lot. I'll be redundant. That was a lot of fun, and I definitely enjoyed casting with Strem. And then we talked about audio. Somebody was like, "Who's that caster with the echo?" And we then proceeded to talk about soundproofing for like the next 30 minutes after the cast.
Who could that be?
Well, he also has he was like, I got these like lifted ceilings, and then he had this like room. He had this like cutout above his doorway, and I was like, yeah, that's a big issue for echoing. It's basically like an auditorium.
Yeah, well, hey, speaking of auditoriums, I don't know, how's that as a segue? We're going back into the arena. That's an auditorium, right? I'm going to be very, very careful with this one. Let's see. Button has been pressed, and round 2 is underway. So now we don't have to be pressed because the button has been. Let's go, Sputnik.
So with possession now will be H2O, and they're going to get stunned out. Will be picked up by Tyrant. Tyrant now sending that one forward up to the ceiling. It's going to miss its target. So Shredder's going to lose it. And Jade Michael with an open goal off the inner backboard. That's good for 2. 20 seconds off the clock.
Right, and to the deep blue Jade C. Anyone ever played Guild Wars 1? I feel like I'm showing my age. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for being understanding there, chat. See, we got it. We got the cams, and we're jamming here in not OCE. Laker Chip, Pawn Stream, and Kid again, hypothetical. All you guys, love you. Back to the match here. Just a minute in. First 2 points for Baby Ducks, but I'm thinking after they broke that ice earlier on, Sputnik, hopefully, they can get some scores early, and if they can, I think we'll be in for a good round 2.
Absolutely. So Boho Brothers looking to retreat on defense. Jade Michael will find it. Jade Michael sending to that cut, but somebody behind its target. So now picking up will be Crystal Sun, and they've just been able to maintain possession against Boho Brothers' defense for the majority of the complete time of round 1. So Boho Bros needs to throw some type of axe. I forgot the express. Oh man, H2O is gonna find that long pass from Bowtie, and that's gonna be dunked into the goal. So Boho Bros just needs to throw some type of wrench into the gears. And I think that was it, Palidore. Really fishing for that line.
Wrench into the... Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, the fishing... that line, that's actually even a better one. But anyway, the credit on Smith here, the last goal, did actually play some good defense initially, was contesting H2O there, who was just latched on, anchored onto that goalpost. But then, Baby Ducks, again, they played it patiently, and once H2O was out of the stun, I mean, they just punished for the alley-oop by the end of it. So they played the first defensive stand well, and then it's the second one where it kind of got lost.
So that will be an attempted clear picked up by Tyrant off the wedge, so that's now being sent to mid. Crystal Sun with it. Crystal Sun's just going to slow it down. He's absolutely going to slow it to a halt. Going to bring out that defense. Now at the ceiling, another pass coming through. H2O's going to try and take this shot, but that one's going to be wide.
And right to the wedge, where they'll have the 4-point lead, and once again, disc possession here. I'm curious purely to check out the time. 71% of possession time. I just had to pull that up because, again, the control here has been immense. The shot is off, and then back to the wedge, and in the lane, Tyrant, again, another rebound.
So that will be into the bubble, and Crystal Sun trying to send that
There you
for
go.
that short pass for that dunk, but a nice stop by the goalie of Boho Bros. But it's still in their half. It will be picked up by High.
Oh, sorry. I was saying bye-bye, Sputnik. You cut it off for a minute there. I wasn't sure, but you're back and we're good.
Oh, maybe that was my internet. I don't know, but now it's in the bubble of Boho Bros, and these stacks coming through. They're not able to find it, but it will be picked up by H2O. H2O now sending that one. That might be off the inner backboard, but will now be below the goal and picked up by Boho Bros.
Yeah, and worth noting here also for Boho Bros, they did actually have a match just before this. I believe it was scheduled maybe an hour ago or so. So they are, in theory, warmed up, but right here, I mean, it is a hot duck. H2O put himself out with his own water. Does that make sense? Maybe.
Well, maybe he's so woeful that he's crying and then drinking his own tears, you know.
Yeah. Something fire tyrant.
So now with possession, it will be Boho Bros. They're going to send that through the tube. That's going to be past that backline player. Actually, the backline player now coming out from Nest for possession. So Boho Bros not able to find a rhythm on Joust advantage. So that will be a short pass coming through. Actually, just a loss of possession on that stun and a nice duck from Tyrant to avoid that defender.
Oh, that shot might be into the goal. That was barely a miss, but really quickly on the recovery. There's Jade Michael, another one. So they're going to line this one up, maybe trying to take advantage in the goal. But no, the wise move backing it out instead as Big Greek will big creep down the floor. And Jade Michael, another passing play, and they've got the cuts all up in a line here. A rebound, however, missing off that backboard. They're taking a lot of attempts, Sputnik. So, you know, Boho Bros, it's not as if these are one and done goals, but it's just the pure volume of these shots and these drives that are killing them.
And another stop. Jade Michael going for this long shot. That might be good. Dinging off the shield. He could be picked up by H2O. He's going to finish that off for 3 at 13 meters. And reading the chat, I have to throw this at you, Palidore.
What'd I do?
Is Palidore the baby? As we have another timeout. Palidore's like, I'm not, unless my internet cut out.
I am the baby.
You know, you made me think that my internet cut out. You made me think, because you
You
said
did that to me
earlier
a
that
minute
my,
ago.
You know what? You know what? Look, I commiserate with you. And I'm grateful that, you know, if you do scroll up in chat, you'll see that everyone was really nice. It was really, really nice. And, you know, usually it's like, nice cams. And that was from Andy W. during the cast with Strambitsky. So I was like, oh, Andy's always, like, sincere with me.
Yeah.
So I completely looked away from the chat for like 30 seconds and then looked back to see, you're on the wrong scene.
Yeah. Well, at least, you know, people bored with us? No, you're not bored with us. You're entertained. But speaking of the love that you guys are showing, since we are in a timeout here, how about focus? You there? Because I know we got a lot of love being shown and was shown. So how you feeling so far in this round?
I think, again, Baby Ducks has just been the more dominant team. And I think Boho Bros, like I said before, they need to find more stacks. And I think they've kind of recognized that and started to do better with it. But just a lot of better passes coming out from the side of Baby Ducks. And like you said earlier, the possession time from Baby Ducks is like insane. Like they've had possession for almost the whole game pretty much. It's like
71.
It's 80. Yeah, it's 71% of the match has been Baby Ducks just completely unrelentingly attacking, and it obviously has not relented, and this score shows that.
Yeah, and you know, I still yet though I do feel that, you know, Baby Duck's definitely having the edge on a lot of these plays now. The score is still not as indicative to me about how close it could be. I know that doesn't make total sense, but again, it's not as if at the end of the match or at the end of the rounds, you're looking at it and you see, you know, double-digit leads. That must have been a, you know, dominating effort where they just got everything they wanted. It's more so Baby Ducks, you know, they weren't converting on every single goal or every single drive. They did have to take a lot of time. They did have to, you know, deal with rebounds and kind of back it out because of brawls and some good defense we were seeing from Boho Bros. So, you know, offensively, they've been struggling here to score, but it hasn't been just an endless barrage of Baby Ducks. It's more so just been death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing, you know, paper cuts basically. And with that, yeah, Baby Ducks looking really, really good here on the stream so far. But Boho Bros, they still have half this match to get back into it as we do unpause right about now.
So we'll be just advantage to Boho Bros. And talk about a death by 1,000 cuts. Have you ever fell into a thorn bush?
No, but my grandpa did. I don't know, 5 to 10 years back, setting up Christmas lights, fell off the ladder and landed right in a rose bush. It was a painful experience for everyone, including his pride. But that said, H2O here is going to grab that disc. Random question, by the way. Have you, Sputnik?
I actually have. I was mountain biking and I fell into a thorn bush. And I think I was pulling out thorns for a good 3 hours.
Man, well, I'm sorry. I guess you got SputnikKobra, but to the tunnel. Hey, Crystal Sun. That was something. And Tyrant with the disc here. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left.
So that will be sent now to Tyrant. Tyrant looking for this drive. Doesn't see the defender coming from behind. He will be stunned out. Arms flailing. So Shredder's going to try and get that clear. Shutting that one down will be the Crystal Sun. So 9-point lead. 4 minutes on the clock. You see this defense now getting more aggressive. They recognize that they need to get possession. They need to put points on the board. And the way to challenge this offense is to go to them.
And Shredder, well, just goes right to the disc. Good dive, good read on the disc, and a successful clear. That's been one of the pain points, but they do a good job of clearing there. They almost beat them to the punch, and actually there's the punch, and now there's the slap out, the tap out into the midfield where Smoggle takes it over. So they will have some offensive opportunities. Not a ton of time, but still certainly enough to score a few times. But will need to be happening quick as we approach these last few.
So we'll be along the wall, H2O inverted. Smith. So Boho Bros, they're looking to put some points on the board. They're getting that down to the floor. Big Greek now with it. Big Greek trying to find an angle. That looks to be good, but it's going to be missed by Smoggle. Maybe he wasn't looking. That's to be slapped through mid.
Oh, it's slap, yeah, just about perfect down mid. Will be taken back, though. There's another great stat coming in from Boho Bros, but not far behind Baby Ducks. They're going to stun out Shredder and just convert and get their chains back together. Nice control. They do need to turn around, though, and address this, because otherwise that's a goal, and Tyrant there is able to snag it and clear.
And we talk about how close they are. That was another close attempt, getting robbed of that by Tyrant. So now a duck coming through. Smoggle trying to get in. Smoggle's going to get stunned right outside of that bubble. And now Tyrant looking for that clear, and that is going to be into the bubble of Boho Bros, and this defense is looking for possession.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting now. The last 2 minutes or so of play, perhaps, maybe minute and a half. I mean, it's been a lot of the Boho Bros getting back to the disc first and kind of doing something similar to what Baby Ducks have been doing, just kind of the inverse. But you know, as I say that, it does kind of switch around here again and again. There's Smith with another takeback. So, I mean, possession time is starting to favor Boho Bros the last couple of minutes, but they really need to get those shots in time because now we're under 2, and that's another takeback by Tyrant and Baby Ducks.
And that's going to be another clear through. That's not going to be through, so Boho Bros needs to pounce, and apparently Chad is calling me SputnikKobra. Only my mom calls me SputnikKobra.
Wait, really?
No, thank God. So now with possession is Smith. Sending that one through mid, but it's not going to be through. So Boho Bros, 90 seconds on the clock. They want to put points on the board. They're looking for it at the wall. All 4 of them are there. So Smith with it. Smith sending that through. That's going to be past the back liner. So Boho Bros looking for it. They need some points. They're good. Oh, no, looking for the Steez. But he's going to pick it right back up. So Smoggle is going to come through with those 2 points with that dunk. I looked away on that headbutt. It looks like it had the right angle to bounce right into his hand.
Hey, I just give full credit. I appreciate and admire the fact that the awareness there was that to actually go for the headbutt, because it would have made it a 3 on that deep clear. So not a bad play considering the score differential. An extra point there could have made a difference. And still, it was soft enough that it ended up coming right back to him, so I can appreciate that, but us not appreciating that one. It's off of Smith.
So that's another 2 points. We talk about headbutts. That was an unintentional headbutt. That's going to be off the head of Smith and into the goal. So a 9-point lead, 30 seconds on the clock. I really want to see Boho Bros put another point, 2 points on the board. They've got possession less than 30 seconds. Smith with it. Smith getting challenged. A stun coming through. An interception now into the hands of Tyrant. Tyrant going to get that punch and that duck. And making this drive, they're not going to find that pass, but time is running out for Boho Bros in this second round.
That it is, and will be an opportunity for one more score perhaps here. You can see Tyrant lining up on one side, meanwhile the other, some contests going on, but it will ultimately be slapped, and the round will come to a close. Baby Ducks get the win here in 2 solid rounds over Boho Bros, and that will be all she wrote. But we're going to go over now to Focus one more time. Focus, EXE, and how about the execution of Baby Ducks?
I mean, the execution here from Baby Ducks has been flawless. Just great passes all the way up to the bubble, great passes inside the bubble, great cut passes. It was great all the way through, and you could see during that last half of the second round, Boho Bros started to notice what they needed to do, and they started to make these passes, and they started to pass it up, and it started to work for them a little bit, and it allowed them to get 2 points on the board. So you notice that Boho Bros started to get their passes and their stacks back together, and that eventually allowed them to do better. But unfortunately, Baby Ducks just was more dominant.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, Boho Bros, although they won't love to see those results tonight, on the whole, obviously still a successful season, more wins than losses. And for Baby Ducks now, they are within 1 game after this win of doing the same thing and being evened up, and then having a chance to finish these the last week of the season, coming up next week, regular season that is. Finish it strong. Finish with something to kind of hang your hat on, take pride in, and carry over into another new season not too far around the bend, and a lot of excitement definitely in the air. Sputnik, from every division, from whether gold, master, diamond, silver, or bronze. There's just a lot of stuff on the line, and it's coming down to the point where, as we do wind down these weeks, teams, they don't get do-overs, especially those diamond and master divisions. This is what it's coming down to. All this, last 4 months of build up. And we're really getting into the tail end of things here. It's kind of been crazy.
Absolutely, and the chat has been hilarious, and I love you, Focus. So all your friends coming through, showing their support, and I had to bite my lip and stop myself from laughing a few times.
Yeah, I didn't get to take a look at the chat all too much. I know I think I offended Kit for all the missed hydration, so I'll try to make up for that shortly here. I do in fact have some of that Dr. P next to me, but you know how it is. I go off of the cast for a few days, and it's like I forget how to juggle 5 different plates again for some reason. So I don't know. I guess you know what they say about the 10,000 hours things. Maybe I need to cast 10,000 games and then I'll get it down. But regardless, it was good. It was fun. It was fun.
I had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, so yeah, everyone at home, thanks for joining, or wherever you happen to be. We again will be winding down the season soon, as we do have one more week after this, and also stay tuned, of course, for venues coming on Saturday for both EU and NA time slots. So, check your schedules and whatnot, and be there. With that said, appreciate everyone in the chat once more. Thank you to Focus for coming in and laying it down for us here on Channel 1 on the sidelines, and a lot of love from the chat. Thanks SputnikKobra for casting with me, and as well earlier on, cheers to Luke, JG, and Kit Catastrophe for casting some of those matches earlier. But with that, it's been fun. Be happy, healthy, safe, everybody, and we're going to see you again very soon. Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.